You're watching today's video technical update presented by FX Times. It is Tuesday, June 22nd, 2010. I'm Fan Yang, your technical analyst, and I'll go over some developments in the Forex markets. There are more technical clues that the US dollar may start to reverse the losses from the last couple of weeks. The euro dollar, for example, continues to show that it has topped off. The pound dollar is also topping but has not confirmed completion. The euro pound pair is ready to continue lower, and finally gold may be in consolidation after making another fresh high. This video is being produced at about 1 p.m. Eastern Time in the middle of the US session. The euro dollar pair may have completed its rally, 2-week rally. Here yesterday we saw engulfing pattern or outside day bar, and today, let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. Today we saw that this broke this latest speed line, and now we're heading to this original one. So you see, topping action may have been complete, but reversal momentum has not been established. So we may have sideways action, a larger topping action could follow as well. So right now we are supported at 1.2250 at this 38.2% retracement level. If the market continues lower, we may see some support here. You see from here is 1.2150 area. Okay, so and if that breaks, along with the break of this rising support, then the 118.80 area is the next target, and then if that breaks, 117 is the next target, next support area. So 4-hour time frame shows that this slide is significant. 1-hour time frame here shows some confirmations with bullish attempts failing to pull back. So here's another pullback, and this is a 2-wave pullback, and if you look closer, it's a Gartley. So the market completed a 2-legged retracement and may be now continuing to decline. And we also see in the momentum in the RSI here a negative reversal suggesting further decline before this short-term bottom. Okay, so we haven't seen a real significant pullback yet, and the market is showing that it may not be time for a pullback yet. Maybe another decline before a pullback to confirm finally that we have established topping action and is ready to decline. So we're almost there. Okay, the pound dollar pair is more reluctant to finish its topping action than the euro dollar pair. Here, well, first here's the daily time frame. You see here it also had an engulfing pattern yesterday, but today the market is continuing higher, is mustering a rally. So there is no continuation of this decline, this bearish signal. Okay, now looking at the 4-hour time frame, we see here the start of a decline, and then here in the beginning of the Asian session, in this 4-hour time frame, we see a very strong engulfing pattern. So this is a very strong bullish signal all of a sudden. Basically, within this context of consolidation, just furthers this topping action. We're not ready for a decline yet. This market. So looking at the 1-hour time frame, we're seeing that this has retraced 61.8% of the decline from 1.4935. And if the market can hold here and start declining, then we can call this a sharp pullback. Then we may continue lower. So right now, continue to monitor this. It could go as far as 1.4880, but if it gets to that spot, I would get rid of the bearish outlook and just continue to stalk this topping action. But if the market can top off here and declines, then the bearish action may still be, we may be on time for that bearish attempt. Okay, so that's the pound dollar. Okay, so and with the bearish attempt, here's the daily time frame. We do have different possibilities of support. Here's the rising support here, seen in the daily. In the 4-hour time frame, for the very short term, we have here the 61.8%, 50%. So 1.6550, 1.4650, 1.46 is an area of immediate support if the market starts to decline. Okay, so that's the pound dollar. Even without looking at the euro pound chart, you should be expecting that the euro pound would be sliding, because the euro has been sliding faster against the dollar than the pound. So the euro pound is expected to be weak as well, and we see that in the daily. We see here an engulfing pattern and now a follow-up, so a confirmation day. For our time frame, we see that we broke this diagonal triangle yesterday, and we had this attempt rally, this pullback. The market continued, and now it broke an important power line. Basically, this price action here shows a break from the bullish mode. So in the short term, we are returning into a bearish mode, and one near-term projection is to this previous low, basically, 0.8230, 0.8220 area is the current target, and the market looks to see that soon in a day or two at most. Here's the 1 hour time frame. I would like to see a pullback to give some confirmation, and for traders, a pullback would give you better reward to risk ratio for the outlook. So what we may see, okay, so we broke this. What we may have here, I'm expecting some kind of pullback already, because you see we are testing 61.8% retracement, and if there's a pullback that comes up somewhere here, this is a resistance zone here, and if the market tops off there without penetrating into this consolidation zone, then we would have confirmation, and a decline from there could target this low here. But if we look at the daily, actually if we look at the weekly, let me throw that in here first. So if we look at the weekly, we have some room to go. Here's a 61.8% is at 0.7740. So this 0.79, 0.80 area could be the next support in the intermediate term. In the short term, we are still dealing with this consolidation. So I haven't broken this larger consolidation with a low at 0.82. So that's where we are at. We are to test that low again, and if that breaks, then we have further bearish outlook. But for now, looking for a pullback to confirm that this triangle has been broken, and then that the support of this larger consolidation will be tested. Okay. I'm looking for a correction in gold. Here in the daily, we see an engulfing pattern, and that's really what I'm basing this on, because you see the bullish trend has been intact. This low, this support, rising support here has not been broken. If you look at the 50 moving average here, the market is staying above it. 200 moving average, it's still staying above in the daily. So it's still bullish, but in the short term we may have a pullback, a correction, excuse me. So in the daily, we saw that engulfing pattern, which is a common theme in a lot of currencies we just looked at. But today, unlike the euro dollar, this gold is not confirming, it's sort of pulling back. So 4 hour time frame, we see this strong move down, and now a pullback, possibly a two-legged pullback. Let's see, in 1 hour time frame, we may see some. I'm preferring to stalk this to see if we can see some topping action here at 1250 area. Okay, and if there is, then we may continue lower. In the daily, we see that here's an important support. So if the market continues lower, we may be in this consolidation. Okay, but wait for the market to show that it can break below this rising support, and it continues to test it but does not break it. So the next couple of days, we may see some confirmation of this bearish outlook in the short term towards this 1180, 1170 area. That's it for today. Check out fxtimes.com for more analysis, updates, and educational live events. Once again, I'm Fan Yang, your technical analyst here at FX Times, wishing you good trading.